Well, hello, eFest, and welcome back. Uh, Happy you stopped by for part two here. So we're going to continue taking a look at SimSolid, and we're going to look at a few more of the advanced features. We're going to start right off with working on a modal analysis. So again, if you remember, these are where we add our different types of analyses, and we've got our structural linear. And if I come to the one next to it, we've got our modal analysis. Here I need to tell it how many modes that I want to find, and I just click OK, and that's pretty much it. So I just come here, I click Solve, and again, as quick as that, we can take a look here, Info. This one took another whopping 3 seconds, and now I can look at the results here. So displacement magnitude, and we can see the different frequencies. Now this has, looks like the first 4 or the first 6 frequencies are rigid body modes, not uncommon, or not uncommon. Since this was not a constrained modal analysis, it was a free modal analysis. That's the standard results. But the rest of these are the regular frequencies, and so I can view the mode shapes, the way that it's going to vibrate, and the frequencies as well. So I can come through here and see these, and these are pretty much kind of the expected frequencies. And you'll see with the rigid body modes, we actually get rigid body motion. It rotates and translates around the 3 different axes. So. Okay, so that's modal analysis, something very important to make sure that our part doesn't vibrate at a frequency we don't want it to vibrate at. And then, of course, we can come here and look at the energy density as well and see that. Okay, so let me get out of the post-processing here. Now, there are many other ways of types of analyses that we can run: structural, nonlinear. We can do transient, frequency response, random response, thermal. I don't want the thermal in there. Let me delete that. So there are many other types of analyses. What I want to, in the time that we have here, what I want to show you is another important aspect of SimSolid, and that's analyzing design changes or analyzing different versions of our model. So if I come here to Project and Import from File, and let me come in here, and I've got another one here, Drone Body Modified. I'm going to import that in here, and it will go through the same gap analysis and penetration analysis. So I'll click OK. But the really cool thing about SimSolid in this case is it has recognized that this part is essentially the same thing as the other part. In fact, what I've done here is I've just tried to go with a thinner arm. If we come and take a look at the other one, see how the arms are much thicker. So it's recognizing it's just a different design modification from the original part. So it actually rebuilt everything that it had in there before. So I have my my constraints down here on the bottom, my forces. It redid the modal analysis. The only thing that it didn't do is if you look here, the arms, the things that I changed, it didn't create a material specification for them. So really all I have to do is I could come to them individually and assign it. But again, since this part has the same material all over it, I'll just come back up here to my materials. Plastics, we'll grab that ABS plastic, apply to all parts, and now all of the parts have there. So you just have to be aware that anything that is changed from the original model, you'll have to go through and reassign a material to. But besides that, everything is all set and ready to go. And in fact, I can just come here to my structural, click play, or click run, and now my results are all done. And what I can actually do is come to my bookmarks. So if I come to my bookmark here, it's going to show me the von Mises stress for my original part. Well, if I come down here and just click on result for my other part, now it's a direct comparison between the two. It will take the information from the bookmark and it will perform that, or provide those results in the exact way that it did on the original part. And so I can just go from original to the new design. And then my bookmark 2, which is my displacement, so we can see with my original design what I get here, about 0.2 inches, and not unexpectedly substantially more, so 1.7 oh, sorry, not inches, millimeters of displacement, which is not surprising because I didn't thin things out. So it's very easy to come here and create new design studies. In fact, I can right-click on this, click copy. I've now got this copied again, and I could do something like come here to my assembly, or even just come here on the screen and control click these, and maybe I want to find out what happens if I make these instead of out of ABS plastic, if I make those out of aluminum 7075 T6. And apply. Now I'm not going to do apply to all parts, I'm going to do apply to selected parts. Click OK. Everything is still set up again, so I just come back to my structural 1, click run again, and again, in a matter of seconds, I've got my result. I can come here to my result, and I click my bookmark, and now I can see that I've substantially, oops, I'm sorry, I have to come here, and, oh, I copy, I'm sorry, I copied, I meant to copy it off my design study 2, but I copied it off of the 1. I had intended to do it with the thinner arms, but you can see, in fact, what the heck? It's quick enough to do that, so I'll come to Design Study 2, right-click, copy that, and now I'm down to 4. Come here to my arms again, and, oops, have to be up here in assembly, or I don't have access to the material, and so we'll just grab these 4 arms again. Come here, select aluminum 7075, apply to selected parts, OK. And now come to my structural and run this one. That's, again, the great thing about SimSolid, with the fact that it runs so quickly. So I made a mistake. I copied the wrong one, but now I've copied the right one, and it has set me back, what, a whopping couple of seconds here. So now I can come back to my Design Study 4, click Result, and there we go. And I can see that I've substantially reduced the deformation by changing those arms to aluminum. And all of this information is saved in the SimSolid study file. So I can come here to Project. I can save my project as, and all of that information is saved in here. All of the parts, all of the different design studies, and all of the different results. So it allows you to do, in this case, in literally a matter of seconds and minutes, 4 different design studies on my part, both structural and with the displacement. I'm sorry, the structural and the modal analysis, and then compare the results between them all. So last but not least, I just want to talk briefly about how to get your hands on this software. If you come to altairuniversity.com, that's kind of our portal for all of our university activities. Excuse me, and you'll see right here at the front, a big old button here, Free Student Edition. If I click on that, it's going to take me to this page right here where I can learn a little bit more about the different products, the limitations that we have on that, or most importantly, come here to the Download Now. And that's going to take me actually to the page where I can fill out the information about the student edition to get it. It's a very simple form here. Just make sure you put your name, the school, the department that you're in, and most importantly, we need you to use your school email address. So I know a lot of people have a school email address, and then they focus primarily on like a Gmail where they get their mail. But having that .edu email address is our way of knowing that you are a student, and you'll get the license. And then it will ask you for Ethernet host. You can click here to get information about how to get that host ID, and that's what we cut the license to. The products that you're going to get, you get access to a large portion of our products: Inspire, OptiStar Hypermesh Hyperview. SimSolid, unfortunately, is not part of the Student Edition. We're working on getting it in there. But if you click SimSolid, it will take you to this right here, where you can get your hands on a free trial license of SimSolid. It is a short-term trial license, but it'll allow you to play around with it. And then you can actually get a full license of the software by getting a sponsorship and coming back up to the ALTAIR University homepage here is where you're going to be able to find out how to get a sponsorship. So if you just come back here to the homepage, I don't know if there's any link directly here on the homepage, but if you come to students, I don't know why my internet is behaving so slowly. But there we are. Under student competitions, you can get a sponsorship through there. And again, the sponsorship is very easy to get as well. It's just a very small form that needs to be filled out. There it is, right there. Very short form. You'll get that, and typically within a few days to a week, we can get you set up with a full sponsorship, full license to all of our products. And we'd love to help you out. Again, I know this wasn't the eFest we were hoping for or expecting, but thanks again to the ASME folks for putting something together and allowing us to meet virtually this year. And look forward to meeting with you all in person in 2021. Please do get your hands on the software, and if you need any assistance with anything, don't hesitate to contact me directly. My email address is eric@altair.com. That's ERIK at ALTAIR, ALTAIR.com. And I'd love to help you get to work with the software and help you with the sponsorship. Best of luck, stay safe to everyone, and thanks for taking the time to listen to our presentation here. Have a wonderful eFest, and we'll see you all again in 2021.